One of the things that I really love about the National Trust parks is the fact that you can see some beautiful places around and appreciate some of the wildlife, the lakes, and some absolutely beautiful scenery, such as this. South Mountain Muslim Walking Group started in 2018, and mashallah, we now have over 2,500 people on our Facebook page, as well as over 690 people that have actually been on the walks themselves. It has three main purposes. The first is to look after our own health and well-being, and in particular trying to help prevent things like diabetes, blood pressure, stress, back problems. The second purpose is for us to bring families together. We're really keen for husbands, wives, children, grandchildren, grandparents to come together. It's one of the very few activities that you can do as walking that you can do with the whole family itself. The third benefit of South Mountain Muslim Walking Group is that families can meet with other families. And this year we launched the social space where we do things alongside the walking. And we've had a number of activities all together, including dinners, going to see a play, and in fact today we're going to be doing the Eid al-Adha party, where people who have known each other through the walks and got to know one another start to enjoy other social activities as well. It's a great way for people to meet one another, to socialise, to eat, reduce our stress levels, and enjoy each other's company. When we're going on the walks, it's a really great way of bumping into people that you might not otherwise have met and talking to one another. And we talk about all sorts of things. Often they're just private conversations. But for instance, yesterday we talked about the benefits of the walking group, some of the plans that we have moving forwards, the Eid al-Adha party that we're enjoying today. We also talked about what's happening in the world. Some of it was to do with what's happening locally. For instance, we're trying to set up Altrincham Mosque and looking at how families can come together to talk about some of the issues, what the difficulties are and how we can overcome them. We've also talked about the role of education. We talked about particularly what's happening in the world and the very sad news about the war that's escalating between Israel and Iran and what that means for us. We also talked about some of the difficulties that we're facing, but also some of the opportunities. There were trainee doctors who came along and wanted to know about how they can further their careers and some of the really important things that they need to do so that they can plan to be able to continue working for the next 40 years, and how important it is to build up our resilience and learning from each other, some of the experiences that we've got that we want to share with people so that they can learn for themselves, and why coming out into the countryside in places like I'm walking at the moment are critically important for our own well-being as well, and also for families and for children. One of the things that we've noticed is that we go on these walks and it's sad to see so few Asian people coming out on the walks with us. On a beautiful day like today, it's a missed opportunity for us, especially when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created this beautiful world for us that we can either see for free or for a very minimal amount of money. Nothing beats spending time in nature, seeing beautiful places, seeing where animals, plants, and the growth is, and the impact that this has on our minds and helps to reduce the stress levels that we have, but also reminds us about how beautiful this world is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created for us, and how much we should always thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us these things and giving us the opportunity to be able to enjoy them, especially when we see that there are people throughout the world who don't have the opportunity and can't enjoy like we can, and we should remain so thankful. Of course, it's not just about Muslims, it's about non-Muslims as well, and within our group we encourage Muslims and non-Muslims to come and join us, people from South Manchester and from people who are outside South Manchester as well. It helps to improve understanding between each other, bring about harmony, and actually recognise that all of us are often searching for very, very similar things, and we have more to gain by sharing rather than being divided and living separately. So mashallah, today we've been on a walk in Dunham Massey. You've seen some of the gardens, you've seen some of the animals there. There weren't very many deer, it looks like they're hiding at the moment. But it's been a beautiful day, and I'd really encourage you to come and join us at South Manchester Muslim Walking Group to go walking with your family and enjoy the beautiful countryside around us. Assalamu alaikum.